is Nikki, and you may remember that before lockdown, which seems a long time ago, I used to come into your school to give you assemblies or lessons or lunch clubs. I work for the church in Great Notley and St Peter and St Paul in Black Notley. We miss seeing you, and so we provided some assemblies so that we can stay in touch with you. You may remember seeing the last one about diversity and the colours of the rainbow. Today's assembly focuses on being brave and talking about our mental health. But what do we mean by our mental health?
So what is mental health? Mental health includes our emotional and social well-being. It affects how we think, how we feel, and how we act. It also helps determine how we handle stress, relate to others, and make choices. Mental health is important at every stage of life, from childhood through to adulthood. Over the course of your life, if you experience mental health problems, your thinking, your mood and behaviour could be affected. So being brave about our mental health can mean facing situations we're unsure about and talking about any uncomfortable feelings or emotions.
So I have got my daughter Charlotte and my son William to help with the next bit of the assembly, where we're looking at being brave. Now I've got two bags here. They've each got something inside. Okay, I wonder if what's inside is friendly. I wonder, is it moving? How are you feeling?
Really frightened.
Frightened?
Really frightened.
Really frightened. How are you going to feel when I say I want you to put your hands inside these bags without looking?
Really super frightened. Really frightened.
We're both feeling quite frightened. Now life often throws challenges our way, and we've been looking at being brave. And being brave isn't having to do things on your own. So you have shared how you're feeling, so I'm going to help you. Okay, and I'm going to say, it's okay. Trust me, I know what's in the bag, and it's okay to put your hands in. So you go first. No looking. Do you want to pull out what it is?
I did think it was a dinosaur.
But it's a toy one. It's not going to hurt you.
Yes.
Do you want to put your hand in this one? No looking. And a fluffy rabbit. All was fine. Once you had a little bit of reassurance that it was okay to do it, did you feel a bit less scared?
Yeah.
It just
When I was
shows
cuddling.
showing our feelings and telling someone helps. I'd like to share a story with you. It's called The Wolf's Colourful Coat, and it's written by Avril MacDonald. It's about being brave. It's about a wolf who is called Wolfgang, who feels upset and is afraid, so he hides away. He hides away in a treehouse until something helps him to feel brave.
Deep in the forest, the fairies were told that the winter was coming and bringing the cold. The streams would freeze over, wild winds would blow, and the ground would be covered in white, fluffy snow. They whispered the news to wise old Owl, who then flew to tell the whole forest so everyone knew. Katrine wasn't pleased. She just liked the hot sun. She didn't think the winter was very much fun. With wet soggy socks and big heavy clothes, cold hands and cold feet, and a red Rudolph nose. But Wolfgang longer for the cold and the wet. He had a new coat that he hadn't worn yet. This colourful coat was bright orange and blue, with pink stripes and dots. He had matching boots too. His grandma had made it with love and great care. It just hadn't been cold enough for him to wear. But now, with the cold winds and fresh snow on the way, he put on his coat and he skipped off to play. As he happily whistled his favourite song, a dog, 2 raccoons and a rat came along. Something about them made Wolfgang feel bad. The raccoons seemed okay, but but the dog looked quite mad, and the rat, well, he simply looked rather mean, but his nose was quite cute, like a pink jelly bean. The dog growled at Wolfgang. "You look like a clown. That's a girl's coat you're wearing." He pushed Wolfgang down, and the rat threw a snowball that hit him in the eye. The raccoons laughed out loud, and he tried not to cry. After they'd gone, brushing snow off his face, he crept back to the tree house, his favourite place. And he didn't come out, he just stayed inside. The tree house was always a good place to hide. Wolfgang was too afraid to go out, just in case the mad dog and the rat were about. But the tree house got boring, and after a while, Spider crept down. She missed Wolfgang's smile. "Oh, Wolfgang," said Spider, "don't hide on your own. I know what they said made you feel you're alone. But your coat is not why they are being unkind. They would have upset anyone they could find. Some of us who have been hurt by someone might think that to hurt is the way things are done. And some are unkind and make others feel bad when they simply don't know what it's like to feel sad. When they need is more love. So the best thing to do is to be kind, brave and strong. Most of all, just be you. Tell someone you trust that you're feeling this way, like Wise Old Owl, who's clever and knows what to say. Your friends are down there. You have been missed, can't you tell? Look, they're all wearing colourful coats as well." Wolfgang looked down from the window to see his friends making snow angels under the tree. He told Wise Old Owl that he felt quite scared, though not so much now that his problem was shared. "I'll make you safe," said Wise Old Owl. "Go and play. If those creatures come back, I'll just send them away." So he put on his coat and he ran to the door. Wolfgang was not going to hide any more. Days and weeks passed. They had wonderful fun, building grand snowmen in crisp winter sun. Then one day they happened to play hide and seek, which whatever the weather, they played twice a week. As Wolfgang was hiding, he heard a strange sound, ice cracking and splashing and crashing around. He followed the noise down through the deep wood. Then he saw what happened. It didn't look good. A poor dog had fallen through the ice in the stream. "Someone please help me," he heard the dog scream. Without thinking, he picked up a great big long stick. "I'll help you," cried Wolfgang. "Grab onto this quick." And he tugged and he pulled, using all his might. Then he saw the dog's face, and he got a big fright. For the dog in the stream was the very same one who had hurt Wolfgang's feelings and stolen his fun. Now the one that he feared was the one he must save. He felt scared, but would do it. That's called being brave. He pulled the dog out. They both fell to the ground. The dog's teeth started making a chattering sound. His body was shaking. His face had turned blue. He was frozen inside. Wolfgang knew what to do. He took off his coat as fast as he could, wrapped the coat round the dog and pulled up the hood. Then wonderful magic began to take place. All the colour came back to the frozen dog's face. The dog stopped shaking, his fur was now dry. Then, to Wolfgang's surprise, he started to cry. He said, "No one's ever been this nice to me. Why do you care? You're as kind as can be." And deep in his eyes, Wolfgang saw it was true. When the dog said, "I'm sorry, I know I hurt you." Wolfgang was no longer feeling afraid. He felt happy instead with the friend he had made. The warmth and the love in their hearts made them glow. Something magic happened that day in the snow. A mean dog became kind, and a wolf understood. If you're brave and you're kind, you might find something good.
That's a lovely story. And I wonder if you had been in that story, would you have laughed at the wolf's coat? I'm fairly sure, because you're lovely children, that you wouldn't have. But I wonder if you know or come across children that would have done. Can you remember who gives Wolfgang some encouragement? It was the spider. The spider encourages Wolfgang to tell someone he trusts about how he's feeling, and he learns that things aren't always as they seem. Sometimes we get hurt by others, don't we? And we have to be brave enough to speak out, to talk to someone, and to continue being who we are.
Even in the Bible, there are many examples of characters who struggled and had to ask for help. David, the same David from the story I told you about, David and Goliath. There was Elijah, Lazarus, Hannah, Paul, and would you believe, even Jesus. Yes, Jesus himself knows what it's like. Jesus would often turn to and talk to his Father for support. Being part of a church doesn't suddenly make life easy or stop your struggles. There are many, many Christians like the wolf in our story who are scared and worried. What it does do, that we can do, whether we are Christian or not, is to talk, be brave enough to speak out and have the support of our family and friends. So if you are feeling worried, do speak to your friends and an adult you trust. If you have a friend in trouble, listen to them and spend time with them. They need you. So let us finish with a prayer. You may like to bow your heads or close your eyes, whatever you feel comfortable with. Lord God, you made us in your image and you love each and every one of us the same. Help us to see mental illnesses in the same way that we see physical illnesses. We ask for forgiveness for the times when we have turned away from those people who needed us to offer them a hand of friendship. Help us to understand the best we can if we know someone who is mentally ill, and to ask for help if we are not feeling okay. Amen.
Thank you for watching my assembly on being brave and about our mental health. Do please remember how important it is to talk to someone you trust. We hope you have a good week and the rest of the term at school, and maybe I might even see you soon at the holiday club in Great Notley.